officer, before I eat myself!
Oh no, not again.
Help me, officer, before I eat myself!
Oh no, not again.
Help me, officer, before I eat myself! Help me, officer, before I eat myself!
Oh no, not again.
Whoa. Hot and heavy on a Thursday night, I guess. If you're hot and heavy. WWE Saturday night's main event, July 12th. It's coming up. Hall of Famer Goldberg set to return for his retirement match against Gunther, headlining the event in Atlanta, marking his first match since losing to Roman Reigns in 2022. Of course, the other match that is also confirmed featured LA Knight facing Seth Rollins, fueled by their rivalry stemming from Money in the Bank interference by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The event will stream live on Peacock with the main event card starting at 8 p.m. Getting ready for Saturday night's main event. It's coming up July 12th. Not that far away. Also, WWE Evolution, the all-women's pay-per-view, the day after that on July 13th in Atlanta. Recent reports, of course, about the logistical creative challenges for that event. Specifics still unconfirmed. The card is expected to highlight top female talent. But again, they don't really have a bunch of major storylines, I feel like, going into that women's evolution. It's just sort of like, okay, it's a pay-per-view to celebrate the women. They're going to show up. Will you show up? See you there. That's about it. You know, they had all these things, I guess, planned, but, you know, I don't know. The Liv Morgan injury was that devastating enough that they're like, okay, let's just cruise into this pay-per-view now. Like, what? But whatever. I guess I'll take it. Like, whatever they can do, I guess. Masters of the Universe. I was watching Masters of the Universe the other day, and oh my god, there's so many funny things. Like, I feel like the movie is like massively incomplete. Like, there's, well, not massively, but there's just some incomplete, kind of crazy incomplete things that went on in that movie. You know? There's a lot of rumors. We'll get to them. We're just going live now. Multi-stream locations. We're on YouTube, and also we just got live on Twitch as well. So we're live on Twitch. It's been a while. Knucklehead 035. What's up, Knucklehead? How you been doing? I don't know why Knucklehead's tweet or Twitter message got taken out. What's up, Knucklehead? How you been, man? Good to see you there. It's been a while. Toro Bravo. What's up, man? You should still be watching the Joe Cronin Show on YouTube, Toro. What the hell are you doing not watching me? What the hell are you thinking? Let's get the show on the road, brother. Bro, did you drop the biddies? The 45 bits. Been a while since I've seen bits drop. I don't know, bro. I started wrestling. Oh, you started wrestling? Yeah, why don't you wrestle me? Wrestle me in the bathroom. It's been a while since we streamed on Twitch. I think I did stream a video game on Twitch a while ago. Like I might have streamed like Diablo on Twitch a little while back. We also got... There's TNA Impact today. Not watching that, but we'll see what happens there. Tessa Blanchard's wrestling. They're building towards Slammiversary at TNA. AW Dynamite 300 Fallout. 300 episodes, July 2nd. Of course, we saw all those. Mercedes was a big match. Rumors were huge about Britt Baker's potential move to WWE, but Britt Baker is still signed with AEW, I think, for a year. So she's just kind of on the sidelines now. So I don't think she's going anywhere yet. Like I said, but that was such a topic the other day during AEW 300. Like they're doing AEW Dynamite 300 or whatever, and one of the biggest talking points really wasn't the show; it was about Britt Baker. So take that however you want to take that, but that's what happened the other night. With AEW. So it is what it is. And is it great? I don't know. Let's see. Knucklehead, AJ Lee comeback? Wife asking. Well, AJ Lee has not come back. And I'm honestly, I'm at this point where I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of the AJ Lee talk. It's crazy. Maybe at some point she will come back, but like she clearly doesn't. I feel like she clearly doesn't want to come back. And I feel like Punk has been doing kind of like everything he can to be like, come on, honey, come back or whatever. I mean, could she come back at Evolution? That would be where you would think somebody like that, her, would come back. Like, besides a Royal Rumble, it would be an Evolution, like the pay-per-view. But I don't know. I really gave up on... I am no longer in the mood of like, oh, this is fun. Like, it's fun to talk about when AJ Lee... I'm at the point of like where we were with Sting. Remember when I got sick of Sting coming to the WWE? I was like, I'm so sick of it. And then I think it was like 8 months later he came. I was like, oh, there it is. 7 years of when's he coming? And it was so annoying. And then he came, and it was like, well, so I'm not even sure she's going to come back, but I don't care either, really. I didn't really like her when she was here that much. I hated the GM character, but, I mean, there is obviously a lot of people that do like, AJ Lee, and so for them, I would hope that she'd be coming back and that this would be a thing, but, I don't know. Barbecue time tomorrow. It used to be on July 3rd. July 3rd used to be my July 4th forever. So it feels very strange. I know that none of you understand this, but every July 3rd in Quincy, Massachusetts, in Howe's Neck, they have like a bonfire and fireworks, and it's a very like, like houses are close together. It's a very city-like suburban-y area where there's like houses every 10 feet, and it's a big neighborhood, and it's like a huge party, and just people are roaming the streets and beers in hand, and everybody's out and there's a bonfire on the beach, and I always would have people over my house, and we would have all kinds of beer and beer pong and whatever. It was just a fun time, and you run into people and you have such a fun time. And I did that every single day of my life since I moved, to that area. So I 1995, I guess. Yeah, from 1995 until 2019. What is that? 05, 10, 15. So yeah, I mean, over 20 years. So I always was like, I'd always take work off. They'd always be like, oh, sorry, everybody's already taking the 4th off. And I'd be like, oh, I don't care. I need the 3rd off because the 3rd is the party. And although I would try to get the 4th off because I'd have a hangover on the 4th. So I was like, well, you don't understand. So I would take the 3rd off instead, and a lot of times come in on the 4th because I didn't care because I already did the stuff the day before. So it was great. I really loved it. But yeah, she might be coming back at Evolution, Knucklehead. So maybe. But yeah, so I really loved all my kids when they were younger. We would take them down to the beach and the fireworks and all kinds of fun, and I loved July 3rd. And now I'm out here and there's nothing going on July 3rd, and it feels weird. And even if you do go to the fireworks or go to the thing that happens, it's not even close. I mean, it's just not close to what we did on the beach, in the ocean, It's like there's the ocean. If we sail that way, we're in England. There's the ocean, there's the beach. We're in I'm on the ocean. It's a different vibe now where I am, and it's weird, man. It's like, will anybody ever be happy? You know what I mean? we used to pray for a dumpster. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I just got to get out of my mom's house. I don't care if it's a dumpster, we'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, it was whatever we can do to get out of here. Please get us out of here. My kids are growing up. We're living with a grandmother, like in her house. Like, it feels weird. We need to get a house. And so we did, but now it's like so weird. I'm always like, I miss it. I miss it really bad. I miss the city. I miss the smell of the ocean, the sea smell, the sea salt smell, all the staircases leading down to the water, the beach area, the boating vibe that was there. It's weird, man. It's like, it's weird. Like, I've only been out here for about 5 years now. So still feels strange that I can't see the ocean. Once you've lived on the ocean for that long, you really miss the ocean psychologically, I think. So, yeah, I really miss that. Why am I talking about this? I don't even know. But yeah. And if only my mom didn't move from that house, we could have still had that house. So it would have been fun to still go back and visit her, and maybe sleep over a weekend or a week or something. But it was too far away for her. She didn't want to be that far away from us, so she sold the house and moved closer to us. But it's like, oh man, I wish she'd kept that house. But then again, we wouldn't really we wouldn't be able to function without her out here. I feel like she's helped a lot being out here. So would suck to have to drive all the way out there, but I really miss that area. And now on the 3rd of July, it's always like, oh yeah, we just do nothing tonight, I guess. What's up? There's a Buffy reboot? Oh no. Supposed to have the hangover on the 5th. I know, I always had it on the 4th. It's weird, huh? Hey, Stacks Monet, July 3rd was the big Chicago fireworks event. Now we're known for shootings, like overnight, 4 dead, 14 wounded. God damn. I really wanted to visit Chicago to have some pizza and then go see a show at the Metro and maybe go to a Cubs game or something. But now I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm going to be stabbed. Scientists confirm third interstellar object in the solar system. What does that mean? A massive rock they just found coming from another solar system? Really? Yeah, I used to like, I liked a lot of the music out of Chicago, so I always knew a lot about Chicago. Because, just the Chicago music scene back in the day was, there were multiple music scenes that I was kind of paying attention to in the 90s, but Chicago was for sure a big one as far as like, music and industrial music and stuff. Scientists spot object believed to come from beyond the solar system. Wow. What? What does that mean? Various telescopes before this date have extended observations 460 miles away from the sun and traveling from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. The object is believed to be whizzing through the solar system about 37 miles per second. Wow. But that suggests, like the cigar-shaped object, it is a visitor from afar. So is it an asteroid? I mean, I would think we'd be able to get a pretty good look at it when it gets over near Mars. Because that's what it says. Huh. See if we can get more news on it. That's crazy. Interstellar object. Let's see if this is going to be a robot or whatever.
Time ever, astronomers might just have identified an interstellar object, that's an object from another star system, hurtling through our solar system. So it seems to be an object that originated elsewhere in the galaxy and is just
UFC is going to host a championship event at the White House for USA 250. Oh my God.
Now passing through our stellar neighborhood, and you see it behind me here. This is the space rock, currently named A11PL3Z, imaged today and shared with EarthSky by Philippe Romanoff. Thank you, Philippe. We can't see this object well yet. It's still far from our sun, but according to physicist Marshall Eubanks, it could be as large as 12 miles or 20 kilometers in diameter. It's likely either a comet or an asteroid formed far away in another star system, but it's just too soon to tell.
Okay.
And so the International Astronomical Union's Minor Planet Center has already added this visitor to its list of near-Earth objects. It did that yesterday. And astronomers have now looked back through sky survey data to find observations of it going back as long ago as early June. These records are helping astronomers work out this alien object's exact path through our solar system.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And this chart shows its latest.
So it's just another object coming in here, but it's, I guess I don't get the significance of this. Coming from another solar system, I mean, don't all the objects flying through? I mean, I guess, no, we have our own rotating, asteroids and stuff like that. They spin around and they keep coming around from our area. But this is coming like straight out of somewhere else, I guess. I would think it'd be something like that would be the thing that would take us out.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Randy Viper.
Joe, move down under. You and your family will love it here in Strya Fed Income. I'm going to get tickets for Crown Jewel, will be expensive AF.
I feel like I would not enjoy it because I feel like it would be too expensive to live there. And how much would it cost me to uproot and move to Australia? You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, wouldn't it cost a lot of money to uproot and to go to Australia right now? Like, I feel like it would be tough is what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, I always wanted to. It was on my list of places to go. Australia was on my list of places to go. Like, Japan was on. I would, if I could, like, for a while, I always thought, if I were to have to leave and go to a different country, like Ireland, Scotland, I thought they were on my list, but they're a little scary to me now. So I don't know about Ireland and Scotland now. But, like, they were on my list. And they're still kind of on there, I guess, but it's like, but Japan is on the list, but, like, I'm an outsider in Japan. They would see me as, like, I would have to be very respectful in Japan, I feel like, as a white American person. Like, I'd have to be like, I mean, I like Japan. I really would love Japan, I feel like. But I'm also very respectful, so I think I would be okay. So Japan's on there. I would, Switzerland is on there for me. I think Switzerland's amazing. I think Sweden was on my list, but now, I don't know, Sweden got a little strange too. So, like, it's like Japan and Switzerland, but Switzerland, both Japan and Switzerland, it's like the language. They don't speak that much English, But Australia was on my list until the lockdowns. New Zealand was on the list until the lockdowns. So it probably would have been like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Switzerland, Ireland, Scotland. But now I don't know about Ireland and Scotland at all. And I'm not sure about us, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's made it very difficult now to me. Like, I had it planned out, and now I don't know.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly
Interstellar object
Army.
aliens.
Donate to me.
My goodness.
Acknowledge me.
They are here. The Interstellar object alien.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Wow, Northern DC, what's up?
Greetings from the inhabitants on board. Heading towards Earth to observe Jackie Redmond. That's it. Nothing more.
Oh, man. Interstellar objects. Love it, man. Did you just say you're here? We're here to observe Jackie Redmond. That's awesome. I mean, who isn't here to observe her? You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy. Jackie Redmond there staring at her breasts, to be honest. Yeah, you probably could go to another place like maybe Singapore. Yeah, that's a little rough, but yeah, Singapore, Korea, good island. Korea, I have a lot of friends in Korea. Vietnam, a lot of Vietnamese friends. I could live with one of my Vietnamese friends, but I mean, most of them moved to America, so they got out of Vietnam, so big difference. Interstellar object, baby. The interstellar object. We're talking about it. We're putting it in the description and everything. Interstellar object. NASA. I put the donator's name in the description by accident. But Interstellar Object, thank you so much for donating $30. That is the biggest donation of the stream, and we really just got it rolling, to be honest. Let's get him on the board here. It's a big name. It's a big name. It's a big name. Big name. UFC event coming to the White House that's going to seat 25,000 people at the freaking White House.
I've been going to
guys.
wrestling shows for
That's
over 30
crazy.
years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
I want to sloppily, slippery, saucily stroke DJ Glaze off as we watch Bullfrog and Pacquiao sodomize and cream each other.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the hell? What in the hell? Oh, my God. Henry loves DJ Glaze. Henry loves DJ Glaze. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. What's up, Northern DC? How you doing, man? I just saw that you were on the other name, and I was like, but I mean, that's why. What's up, Northern DC? Hey, I don't mind that you were watching over on the other channel. You were the only person watching over there. I don't know why, but when I go live over there, like, nothing happens. That channel is, like, dead for live viewership. Well, probably because we're live over here, so most people just come over here. But I was just like, let me go live everywhere. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on Joe Cronin Show. I'm live on Evil Spectrum 3. You could have stayed over there. You would have had the chat all to yourself. I mean, that was the cool thing over there. But, no, I just was like, oh, I didn't want you to be left out over there. Let me see. What about Kathy Kelly? Joe would fit in well if he moved to North Central Island, Sentinel Island. It's got to be some joke that I don't get about that. It's got to be like a pedo island or something. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really understand anything else about that object that's coming. I mean, it's just from outside the solar system. Great. It's another flying space rock, but from outside of our solar system. You know what I mean? Oh, what? Let me put this in there. Let me see. Okay, so Trump is going to host a UFC event. Let's check this out. All right, let's listen to this.
Dana, we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land.
People
there.
are laughing.
Build a little. We're not. Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. Going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal, too. And to fund improvements and...
Imagine like 100 years from now if we start evolving still into like a more, a higher state maybe eventually. They'll look back on this. They'll be like, in barbaric times of 2025, the White House of America, where the president sits, held a Mortal Kombat event. You know what I mean? Where a man's jaw was broken and he like died in the octagon at a brutal fight for a celebration of America. Like
enhanced experiences
so good.
Across the park system. For this anniversary, I've just signed an executive order to raise entrance fees for foreign tourists while keeping prices low for Americans, and we're going to do that. The national parks will be about America first. We're going to take it America first for the national parks. And these are just a few of the many programs, initiatives, celebrations that will renew for our national pride. We're going to have great pride. I think we do have great pride. I think we have more pride and more spirit in our country right now than we've had in 50 years. And together we're going to ensure that America's 250th anniversary is the single greatest year in the history of our country. We want to have a lot of great things. A lot of the things that Bobby and Health and Human Services are doing are going to come up during that period of time. And we're going to come up with a lot of tremendous things for health and safety. And economically, we're going to have the strongest country anywhere in the world. And the bill that we just got approved today was, think of that, all of those votes.
Oh.
2 negative votes, but we had no Democrats. 2 negative votes in the Republicans out of all that. So I want to thank those great Republicans that voted to get it in. You know, we could only lose 3. If we lost 3, trouble. And we didn't lose 3. We lost 2, and I'm sure if I needed the 2, I could have gotten them too. But we're pleased to be joined tonight by many friends who will help make that possible, including, and I introduced Doug Burgum already from North Dakota, and just a great. He was really one of the best. Was he a better governor than you? Would you say, Christy? Was he better than you? I don't know. Because they were neighbors, you know. You had North Dakota, you had South Dakota. Brooke Rollins, thank you, Brooke. Great job. She's now the agricultural secretary. Christy Nome, great governor also, but she's doing I don't know, this. Do you like this better than being governor? Don't say. Don't say. They love you in the state. Don't say. Maybe the most important guy in this whole place. You know, a lot of projects have stopped using environmental stuff. A lot of projects have stopped. They use it as a weapon, the radical left and others. They use it as a weapon. This man is the greatest. He's doing a job that's incredible. Doug would tell you that. Everybody will tell you that. Lee Zeldin. He's the head of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. He's the head of it. Great guy. He was a great politician.
He's the head of it.
Tremendous congressman. He ran for governor of New York, which is tough. And he almost won. I'm glad he didn't win.
Well, there you go. There's going to be an event. There's going to be a UFC fight.
Plant, we give you 1 week to get me the approval. So, but he's been done great. And we have factories and we have plants all over the world right now, and they're being built and they're going up. Also, Governor Kim.
Well, that was it. So there's going to be, I don't think he's kidding. I think there's really going to be a UFC fight at the White House. Oh my God. Well, I mean, what's so crazy about that? I mean, there's been drugs at the White House. You know what I mean? There's been whores getting jizzed on at the White House. What's so crazy about a sporting event happening at the White House, I guess, This ain't exactly croquet, It's going to be a full-on assault, a brutal fight. Beautiful. Kathy Griffin looks like a fucking mess, bro. I sent it to my wife earlier today. I sent my wife a picture of Kathy Griffin, and she said she looked like Pennywise the Clown. Here it is. I found the DM. I literally sent this to my wife earlier today. Northern Lights, DC. Look. I sent it to Leah, and she said, Pennywise. Dude. I mean, what is happening? She's got a skinny body, though. I like that. I like her skinny body. Pick that little thing up. But, you know, Sasha Banks ain't got nothing on this. There's still a part of me that thinks it's hot because she's got red hair. But yeah. That's not. My bigger question is like what's happening to her face? Like in this, like when she in the sun? Like this is the type of thing like that would happen to a vampire in the sun. They'd be like, ah. Ah. Like, what kind of albino curse is this? See what I mean, though? She's still little. You know, I'd still pick her up. You know, I mean, this... I mean, look at me. I mean, what am I going to say? But, you know, that's hot. For some people, this is really hot. You know, I mean, I know that we're joking and everything, but, you know, for some people, this is super hot, you know? Some people are like, yeah, this is so fucking hot. Like they are turned on by this. She looks like she's about to, like, you know, kids at, like, a fucking birthday party. You know, she could show up to a birthday party with balloons. She wouldn't even need to buy the clown outfit. That's the craziest thing. She could literally start doing birthday parties tomorrow. Kathy the Clown. Hiya, Kathy the Clown. And she doesn't have to do anything. She can just show up at the fucking birthday party. She doesn't have to do shit. Maybe a little red nose, the little thing. But that's about it. She don't need nothing else. The wig, the mask, the makeup, whatever. How fucking awesome is this? You don't got to go through an hour of prep of putting on the makeup and all the stuff and the hair being done up. No, just wake up and go. I'm a fucking clown automatically. Like, this is great. You know how many birthday party clowns would kill to look like this? Like, even Carrot Top can't pull this shit off. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, do you know how jealous some people are right now of this fucking girl? Like, look at this. She has no... I don't know if she knows how lucky she is. Oh my God, is that amazingly lucky. Like, what kind of genes? Like, you hit the fucking gold genes of clowns. Of wannabe clowns. It's a dream gene set for a clown. Like, this should be... Like, she should be fucking proud of this. Happy. She should be like, thank God, if the comedy's not working, if selling severed heads of people I hate isn't working... Like, kid's birthday party as a clown. Boom. Got it. Got it easy. No problem. What the hell? Dude, I asked AI to make a man running down the street screaming, please bring back my dog. Then an obese woman yells at him to shut the fuck up. And AI made a group of people yelling and the guy yelling and you can't hear anything anybody's saying. and there's a big, fat, naked Asian woman in the middle of the street, and you can see her breasts and everything. Yet one day I tried to make a thing with Leah in it where she's all hot and doing some dance thing, and it was like, that is inappropriate. We can't do that. But yet on its own, it created a naked fat lady. What the hell? What the hell? Bro, AI is weird. Sometimes AI is just bizarre. Full clown mode. Yes. Carrot Top is hotter. She looks like something from the Goonies. She used to be fine. I don't know. Was she? There's some women that you wouldn't believe, you know, what they look like. Now I got Razor Ramon's theme in my head. Okay. Dude, when did you... I can't believe that. All right. Just sending something. Here's a story. You know, when like, I can't believe I missed this order. This is crazy. I'm doing something for a friend of my, actually for my mom, and I totally missed this this order that somebody made that I needed to help her with, and I can't believe it. What a dumb fuck I am. What a dumb fuck I am. Hey, you know what? I'm going to the bathroom. Fuck. God damn it. I doubt they're probably not working tomorrow. This guy's gonna be pissed. I just cost myself like $50, I think. Fuck. It somehow got so. I don't know why that didn't work. Thanks, Bill. I got your message, by the way. I just read it. And I just like blanked out and was reading your fucking paragraph that you sent me. Okay. Where were we? Oh, we played the donation. Okay. Henry loves DJ Glaze. Thank you for the donation. Interstellar. Thank you for the $30. That is the biggest dono of the stream. And as far as what else is going on, WWE SmackDown spoilers, July 4th, taped after Raw on June 30th. The return of the 2-hour format. I'm not going to do the spoilers here, but maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll do them. Maybe I'll do them, but I think tomorrow afternoon I'll do them. Although, like, I'll have a video that comes out and it'll be automatically done or whatever, it'll be pre-recorded. WWE NXT viewership, July 1st episode of NXT, 627,000 viewers. Pretty good, not really good, but whatever. It'll be really interesting to see what AEW gets. Can AEW beat NXT this week? They can do it again. Jordan Hedrick was at the show Monday. I think pretty much everybody kind of knows what's happening and who, people that are appearing, they kind of understand, but so I'm not that worried about anything. Dork Knight, I don't know. Dork Knight, I don't believe Dork Knight is in jail. I think Dork Knight is trying not to go to jail by, like, staying off the grid or something. But, yeah, we really don't see Dork Knight. Yeah, Bill Cosby got quietly released, a while back. So you wonder what Bill Cosby's been doing in the wild. But, it put the pudding in the popsicle. It put the PB in my butthole and the poo-poo. And, like, you imagine, like, Bill Cosby getting raped in jail over and over again, and the guy raping him was like, "Oh man, I'm fucking Bill Cosby. Take this, Bill." And he's like, "Oh, put the pudding, put the pop in me." Like, he's just like taking it. What else? No regulations on AI for the next 10 years under the new bill. That's a bit scary. I don't think Trump and them, I don't think the Republicans, I don't think these people know how AI is working right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no regulations or restrictions on AI for 10 years. I kind of get what they're doing and what they're saying. Are they able to revisit it in 3 years like everything else? Because a lot of stuff is, like, revisitable in 3 years. Even though it had to pass with certain things. But I don't know, man. But that's crazy. 10 years, it's going to be it's fucking getting weird right now, like you just said. AI in 2 years is going to be crazier than it is now, for sure. Can you imagine AI in 5 years from now? What AI is going to be doing in 5 years? It's going to be fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm going to keep saying crazy because it's fucking crazy. Crazy. MWM, thank you. Oh my God, bro. Thank you so much, bro. MWM went from $5 as a patron to $10 and became a VIP. Thank you, sir. We've lost a lot of patrons this month. I know that a lot of people will probably come back in the next couple of days, but as I look at the money and I look at the Patreon, I go, oh, fuck. So if you do want to re-sign up on Patreon, that would be awesome. Zombie NC 2010 became a $10 VIP as well. So it's weird because I saw you guys sign up with those VIP amounts, but we actually went down quite a bit on Patreon. But I think some people's things just haven't kicked back up again. But I'm sure there could be some people that have left. So hopefully we can get some people back on Patreon. That would be huge if we could. Patreon is ugly right now. That is bad. That is bad. I don't know who we lost on Patreon, but we lost some big time stuff. Because, we're down. Yeah, we're down to 69 patrons. We had about 90. We're down to 69 right now. Wow. So maybe it hasn't re-kicked in for some people's auto repayment haven't come in. But, yeah, so if you haven't done that, make sure you fix that if you want. Patreon's looking ugly, so yeah, that's goddamn, that's a heartbreaking number. I don't think I've been that bad off on Patreon since 2016, maybe. There's the Patreon. I can't imagine AI will be like 1 year, much less 10 exactly. It's going to be fucking crazy. Imagine what P. Diddy's penis is going to look like in 10 years compared to right now. That could be crazy. Hey, DJ Glaze is here. Oh, I guess he's not here. I thought he was here. Why does it show no microphone next to DJ Glaze? What's that about? It's just empty? He might be taking a pee-pee or something. Well, Trump announced that at the White House, there's going to be UFC fights, I guess.
We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little. We're not. Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. Going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal, too. And to fund improvements and enhanced experiences across the park system, for this anniversary, I've just signed an executive order to raise entrance fees for foreign tourists while keeping prices low for Americans. And we're going to do that. The national parks will be about America first.
You know, maybe the objects flying through space coming at us, I mean, maybe they are coming from like an area where like a planet exploded or, you know, something exploded a long time ago. Who knows what? Oh, we have new video of Kathy Griffin, everybody. This is unbelievable. Like I said, Kathy Griffin, this is incredible, unbelievable stuff. She is a person that could easily become a clown. Like, she doesn't have to go, you know, get the makeup on, get the suit on. She is ready already to be a clown. It's crazy. Anyway, we have new video. Check this out. Wow, look at that. There she is getting ready. I don't know if she's happy there or sad or what, but there's a lot of balloons. Wow. So Kathy Griffin, her new hairstyle, pretty crazy here. You know, she basically doesn't have to put clown makeup on. Some clowns who go to parties, they have to do an hour of makeup before they go to see the kids. They have to do all this makeup and wardrobe and stuff and the hair. Right, but she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to do anything. She just wakes up and she's a clown, like right away. Amazing.
It looks like It. It looks like like you ever seen It, the old original It? That's what she looks like.
Well, that's what Leah said. I said this to Leah earlier. I said, look at Kathy Griffin, and Leah's response was Pennywise. That's what she said. So
yeah, god damn. Her being the last couple of years of Trump just made her go crazy.
They've killed her. They've killed her.
Botox Go ahead. I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
She's dead inside.
The Botox ain't helped either. It made it worse.
Does she have Botox?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think she looked so young back then? And then getting additional Botox.
Makeup. I think it's the makeup. But I guess maybe you do some injections and then you do the makeup. But I mean, I just thought it was makeup.
I'm pretty sure it's Botox. How old is she?
Bro, I've seen some very pale, like, Irish women who, like, they do so much makeup and you're like, wow. And then when they take the makeup off, you're like, oh, who are you? Like, they don't even look. Like, even when I did the podcast with Terry Reynolds, I did 3 podcasts with Terry Reynolds. As some people may or may not know, remember, it was 2015, 2016, whatever it was. Anyway, Terry Reynolds came on the show. She did the show with us, and she was like, I really felt a connection with you, and I loved it, and I've been wanting to do something, and I want you to do a podcast with me. So then me and her filmed or made 2 podcasts, separate times, different ones. And, but during one of them, she was like getting ready, and she was like, oh, I'm not in any makeup, or whatever. She was like, oh, I look terrible and stuff like that. And I saw her and I went, oh my God, like she didn't even look like her. Like she didn't look bad to me. Like she didn't like look at all like her, or like she has a look. She can literally look exactly like Marlena, like or like the Terry that we knew on TV back in the day. She looked just like that, but not in makeup. You're like, whoa, that is, I wouldn't even recognize you on the street. Like, it's crazy. And I remember thinking that, and we're recording and stuff, and I was like, oh. And I was like, well, you don't want to put this on video because, you know, whatever. So she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I had to, like, convert it to audio because I was like, well, you don't, you know. But yeah, it was crazy. It was great. In fact, you know what's crazy is I fucking have Terry Reynolds' number on my cell phone. It's crazy. She was so sweet. She was like always talking, just very nice to me.
It looks like she got a nose job too. Her nose is covered.
Oh, Kathy?
Yeah, it looks like she got something done to her face. It looked like a nose job, and her cheeks got Botox.
Oh, wow.
That's what it looks like to me. Because what was it when she did the sever head bullshit? How many years ago was that?
7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah. So you're telling me, yeah, she had done Botox. It just looks like it in her face and in her nose. I'm looking at pictures. And then her head is just weird. Looks like a penis head.
Looks like a penis head. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, there she is, Terry. Pre-New Jack? No, I was talking with her when after the New Jack stuff.
You talked about Diddy about the charges, right? About how he got off except for two counts.
We talked about it yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
They brought in the same person that worked with Epstein, Comey's daughter. So you wonder if they're all deep state people, I guess.
Yeah, I know, because, well, that too, but you really is getting to the jury. If you can bribe the jury, they'll do anything.
I just think that even the whole thing was set up to basically be nothing. I mean, I don't know. They were just trying to get him on some little dumb thing to get him off and get him out and protected him. I'm assuming something that, you know, the charges could have been, I'm assuming he could have been in trouble if they had really tried. You know what I mean?
Well, the Fed's, conviction rate is like 90-some%. So,
yeah, this
like
was
90, 98, 90 something.
This is some kind of a work or something.
Well, if he has good behavior or does one of those things in the program because he is an addict, it's been proven he's an addict. It's he beat
the shit out of a lady. That's like he beat the shit.
Yeah,
out
he
of this
did.
chick.
He sex trafficked, and they got him on that, but they couldn't prove the RICO because all the witnesses aren't co-conspirators. They're self-snitching.
Listen, who hasn't driven a whore around here or there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to prove it because all the co-conspirators are witnesses. They're on the stand testifying. So you can't really prove nothing if there's not multiple people because the witnesses are the co-conspirators.
Right.
And they become snitches. You can't prove it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just thinking how he was able to get off like that. And I was like, God, what's he going to do when he gets out? Because it can be like 2 years, you know that, right? With like what he does.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't think he's going to barely do anything. Maybe he'll do 6 months or less, and the rest will be like house arrest, and like I said, maybe even community service. Probably not a lot's going to happen.
Well, don't forget the time spent in jail, and no bail money or denied bail. The judge said. So if you think about it, they denied bail. How many months has he been in prison since last year? Was it August, October?
I think it's been 6 to 8 months. I don't think it's been and I think they would, right? They give him a 5-year sentence or a 2-year sentence. So they didn't sentence him yet, right?
No, and that's what I'm saying. When is sentencing?
So they're going to give him. So I bet he gets what's the minimum? Do we know? I don't know if we know.
The maximum is 10 years.
The minimum is what? Whatever.
I think 5.
5.
If
Okay,
I had to guess.
so he's
If
gonna
I had
get
to guess, that would be
right. So he's gonna get 5 years, right? But then he can take some kind of a deal, probably, right?
no. He gets like they got what they have in programs in the prison system where they can like do stuff to get out early.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen Blow? He gets his prison sentence cut off for teaching people how to get an education, and that's how he got out of prison early.
Yeah, so Diddy can teach like music class or something, like even though he doesn't know anything. I mean, he can do some kind of community service deal. So I think that he'll spend. I'm going to bet between 6 months to 2 years, but I'll say 6 months. The fucking guy will spend 6 months in jail or something, doing like some kind of a community service. He might even get out earlier based on good behavior in that, like what, like and then he's going to be under house arrest or something pending that, or community service, or maybe he even has to come back to the jail to do community service. It's just going to be retarded. Whatever it is, it's probably going to be a joke. Now, maybe not. Maybe he'll get 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and the 5 years would then be, he would already have done 8 months, and so now you're talking about 4 years and change. And after about 6 months to 8 months, I bet he gets like some kind of good behavioral thing, and then he takes a fucking thing. So he'll be in jail for up to 2 years or less. So that would be an idealistically looking at it, I feel like it would be 2 years or less, somewhere in there. But like, I mean, I don't know. I'd be surprised if he does more than 6 months at this point.
So I'm looking at it right now. AI just pulled it up. Sean Diddy Combs' sentencing is tentatively scheduled for October 3rd.
Ugh.
However, his defense is expediting the schedule of a hearing. So, how many months would that total from October 3rd from August or October of whatever that was last year?
Yeah.
That'd be a year. So
yeah, it's a year. So good behavior, right? You can shave off of 2 years with good behavior. So take 5, take away 2, that's 3. Take away 1 year served already, that's 2. So there you are, 2 years. Now let's say he agrees to do something where he does 3 to 6 months of some kind of mentorship community service, which I don't know if you want him mentoring anybody, but whatever he does in jail.
Abduct your kids and fucking rape them or some shit.
Oof. Well, I mean,
what he did.
He'll be out of jail. He'll be out of jail in 6 months to a year then. So I would bet that he'll be out in 2027, if not sooner.
Maybe late 2027.
Maybe 2 years or less though. But no, seriously, there's an actual way where he can be out in 2 years. So regardless, he will be out at 2 years probably, if that's possible. And if it's really rigged, he can be out in 6 months. Remember Brock Turner? Remember Brock Turner raped that girl behind, allegedly? Well, I guess it was proven, right? He like raped that girl behind the dumpster, and everybody, oh my God, he didn't know what he was doing. He looked sorry. And I don't know what was going on. He was lethargic. The girl was lethargic, and he was sticking stuff into her. And these people came around the corner and saw him doing this, and they were like, what the fuck? Well, that guy did, if I remember, I think Brock Turner did like 3 months. He ended up.
You know what's stupid? Why didn't they get him on narcotics? That's what he has, narcotics.
P.
He
Diddy?
drugged people. Yeah, he drugged people.
Yeah, because they'd have to prove that he drugged somebody.
Well, it depends. It was in the champagne. I hear there was a bodyguard, allegedly, that bodyguarded him that was, working for Diddy for a while. And then he said, like, when his contract was getting up or some mess, he started getting sick. Like he was like having the flu or something.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was arsenic.
Oh my God. Well,
It was cyanide. It was either cyanide or arsenic, which can cause symptoms, flu-like symptoms.
Well, that'll kill you. But women used to kill their husbands with that, right? So, well, here's the thing though. So let's think about this, right? So then they'd have to prove like that there was stuff put into the drinks, but like that's not enough for anything, right? Like you can prove that, hey, this guy spiked people's drinks. So what do you get for that? Nothing really. You get like what, a couple of months in jail or a ticket. Like, so you have to prove the bigger.
Depends if it was distributed across state lines.
No.
Yeah, so that it could be considered.
You got to prove all these things, though.
Of drugs.
You got to prove all these things, so that like, and also if somebody got raped, you'd have to prove the rape. You'd have to have the witness testimony, and then you got to prove that person was given the roofie, And how are you going to prove all that stuff? So, like, you've got to prove all these things. So, even with what they did here in court with this shit, they only could prove a couple of things. You know?
Yeah.
So, it's like, this is what you're left with. You know, if you rush to fucking court before you have all the things. And I think they did do that. I think this was a rush to court to get them on all multiple things so they can't retry them on all kinds of things. And something is definitely weird about this, right? It's definitely, and again, like I said, Comey and them, they're the ones that did the Epstein stuff. And now Comey's daughter is the one in charge of this. She came in and got involved in this. This whole thing is rigged.
Didn't you hear about R. Kelly?
He did something again?
No, he was fearing for his life in prison because he was scared somebody was going to try to kill him, and somebody gave him too much pain medicine and almost killed him. Or I think he's still alive. You know, that whole case with R. Kelly is that he shouldn't just be tried. The fucking parents should be tried too for, I think, you know, soliciting that behavior and, you know, giving, you know, the privilege to R. Kelly. I think they should be in prison too. That's my opinion.
Well, I also think that they took they could have taken all of P. Diddy's stuff to destroy it. Like say P. Diddy had all this.
I'm talking about R. Kelly.
No, I know that, but I don't, you know, fuck R. Kelly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, what did they give him? Fentanyl by accident or something?
I don't know, some kind of pain medicine. But like I said, they should be the parents should be charged too. All parents that had like direct contact with him and the kids should be charged and be in jail. That's my opinion. But we can go back to Diddy.
I think that who will John Cena lose the title to? Obviously, you got Cody Rhodes, right? The next person is Seth Rollins, right? So John Cena wins his final match or wins his match that he's going to have, maybe even his last match. He's going to retire with the title like he said. And then Seth Rollins' music hits and he cashes in.
Yeah.
So John Cena John Cena wins his final match and he still has the title like he said he was going to do. And he's celebrating and they're like, he's going to retire as the WWE champion like he said he would. John Cena, maybe. And then Seth Rollins' music will hit and he'll come out and cash in on Cena and then become the champion off Cena. That's probably what's going to happen, but I don't know.
No, that makes the most sense because then he can turn face or whatever.
Right.
He can turn face and Seth Rollins can still say heel.
Yeah.
There really isn't much to there. I mean, I don't think there's between now and then. I don't know who's going to interfere. Cody? He's
Right.
too much of a baby face. And there's too many variables. I think it is going to be Seth Rollins. You had Logan Paul for a while. I know you did say that, but it makes more sense now as time goes on that it'll be Seth Rollins to cash in on him at his final match, John Cena's final match.
Yeah, I think it's very possible.
It's actually the only option without, retiring with the title. The most clean way to do it. It's the most clean way to do it.
I'm going to bed. That's it, DJ. I'm going to stuff myself in my bed.
Don't do that.
I know.
But, I see LA Knight finally came back. Somebody, I don't know if that was you or somebody else, said he'd be out of commission for a while. I don't know who that was. Somebody said that. It was a story write-off injury.
Yeah. I didn't know. I don't know. So I don't know if it was me. I might have read it though somewhere and then read it off.
Yeah. And he's back like an injury never happened. So somebody hit or missed there.
Maybe he got punished for something. He got a little beefy in the back. But,
yeah. You know who I haven't seen in a while? Drew McIntyre. I'm ready for him to come back. It ain't been the same.
Yeah, he's been going downhill. He did the Priest thing, the job with Priest, and as expected, kind of went pretty downhill, man. DJ, I'm gonna head out, man. Thank you for coming on. We'll be on tomorrow. Maybe you come on again. 4th of July.
Okay. I'll probably be outside looking at the fireworks. They got fireworks where I'm at.
Yeah. In fact, I think we're doing fireworks. I think my town's doing fireworks tomorrow. Happy 4th, man. Have fun and have sex with the flag, okay?
Okay, I will.
Love you. DJ Glaze. Unbelievable. We're on Joe Cronin Show live on YouTube right now. Something is going to happen with the cash-in. Yeah, maybe you might be right. You might be right. I think Roman is going to cost him the cash-in. Oh, Northern D.C. You might be right. You might be right. JBL beats Cena for the belt. What? At this point, bring back 3MB. We're 3MB and we're back. And we're going to put the rest of you in the grind. Did you see them all partying at Jinder Mahal's wedding the other day? Jinder got married the other day at this kind of crazy wedding, and Drew McIntyre was there and Heath Slater. Everybody was there or whatever. So yeah, they had a big time. It was on Instagram. It was kind of weird. I was watching someone's wedding, but it was interesting. Drew said he's taking the year off. That'd be crazy. I did not watch TNA tonight, no. Seth cashes in on Cena, but the other guy will still be in the ring. Therefore, Seth pins whoever the guy is for Cena's title. That's funny. Hey, Otto. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys can hit the like button on the video for me tonight if you can. I very much appreciate it. I want to thank Interstellar Object Aliens because he dropped a $30 donation, which is huge because we did a 1 hour and 12-minute stream here. So between him and a couple other donations, 36, we did about a $36 an hour deal. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Real tough week, tough day, tough life. Hope you guys' lives are doing all right, although I don't think anybody's doing very well right now. I thank you for coming to hang out with me. And I will catch you maybe at some point tomorrow, maybe some kind of a 4th of July stream, maybe in the daytime, maybe in the night. Every year my area has these big fireworks in August, not in July, but in August. There's some 4th of July fireworks in the town area, but there's this big, huge fireworks thing that they do, and they usually do it in August, like late August, mid-August. And then there's a big fucking carnival and shit, and so like it's a lot of fun and whatever, and that's what they've been doing here the last 4 or 5 years, so every year we go, and it's a lot of fun. But this year they moved the fireworks back to July 4th, I guess, so it's just like it's outside and it's the fireworks. So I guess that's happening separate, and then they're going to do the carnival in August still, but there'll be no fireworks. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. I prefer the carnival and fireworks. I like the combo. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. I was looking forward to it. But I guess in the way now you get 2 nights, right? Maybe we can have 8 crazy nights. Thanks to everybody who watched on Evil Spectrum 3, my other channel, and here on the Joe Cronin Show, and everybody who jumped on Twitch and saw me on there, man. Elias, oh my God, bro, I haven't seen you in forever. Where the fuck have you been, Elias? Oh my God, where have you been? He's on Twitch. Crazy. Great to see you, man. Thank you for being here, but I'm going to bed now. Joe Cronin Show, we're live. Hope you sub. Hope you like. Hope you have a good time. You're on Evil Spectrum 3. Come over to Joe Cronin Show. Appreciate you guys stopping in to watch. And, yeah, I had a great time. I only want the fried dough. Yeah, it's true. I want that for sure. Triple K doesn't like LA Knight. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that for sure. Henry loves DJ Glaze. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. But shout out to the big $30 dono from Interstellar Object Aliens. I look forward to doing something tomorrow with you guys. And then, of course, monetize this Saturday night. That I'm looking forward to. I hope that's good. I hope we have some fun. Last Saturday was fun. I enjoyed it. So hopefully we have kind of a similar time, you know. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show if you guys want to go support the Patreon. We could use like 50 new patrons immediately over there, man. If anybody wants to help out, you get tons of bonus podcasts, songs, content, VIP stuff on Discord and everywhere else. Plus, you get an alert every time I'm live on Patreon when you're a patron. Download the app, tablet, whatever works on all your devices. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It's in the chat right there. The link. Please sign up. $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month. Sith Negan and Ghost from the Coast are big time guys. Negan's like on his 75th month in a row as a $100 patron or something, I think. We might have lost a few people. I don't know, because we did lose a few people, actually. Hopefully you guys come back. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe Cronin. It's Joe Cronin Show. And if I make it through the next couple of days, I'll see you soon.
Can you stop the voices in my head?
Oh my. Help me, officer, before I eat myself!
Help me, officer, before I eat myself!
Oh no, not again.
Help me, officer, before I eat myself!
Oh no, not again.
You are him. You are Did-He.
Ah.
You are him. You are Did-He. Help me, officer, before I eat myself.
Oh no, not again.
Yep, I shit all over the place in there.
Oh no, I went in my pants.
Yep, I shit all over the place in there.
Oh no, I went in my pants.